Are you tired of endless promises from supplements guaranteeing long, luxurious hair only to leave you disappointed? Well, today I am going to show you a roadmap to healthy hair that doesn't involve a magic pill but comes from nature's goodness. Hi, I'm Stephanie Johnson, and I help women of African descent get and keep healthy hair. And today we are going to dive in how to achieve healthy hair without the use of supplements. So I'm going to switch screens right now and we can dive right in. Okay, so let's dig right in here and learn how we can achieve strong, healthy hair without using hair care supplements. I have notes off here to the right, of course, that's going to help keep me on track and not forget any nuggets that I want to tell you about. So let's dig right in. Now, one of the first things that you can do to help keep your hair healthy without using products that contain chemicals or taking a bunch of pills is to make sure that you have a balanced diet. Consuming a balanced diet rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals can help promote hair health. Now, I want you to remember that hair is primarily made up of protein. And so, making sure that your diet is rich in protein, including things like chicken, fish, and tofu, is essential for your hair health. Now, vitamins and minerals, they also play a significant role in maintaining healthy hair. So, for instance, vitamin A helps with cell growth, and hair is the fastest growing part of human tissue. So, foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, and kale are high in beta carotene, and that converts the body converts that into vitamin A. Now, iron and zinc in foods like red meat, lentils, and pumpkin seeds also will contribute to hair health. You want to make sure that you exercise regularly because regular physical activity will improve the blood circulation, and that will stimulate the hair follicles and promote hair growth. Now, physical activity overall is going to increase your blood circulation. And anytime your blood circulation is increased, it's going to help the hair follicles. It Exercise is going to also help to reduce stress levels, and stress is a contributing factor to hair loss. So, you want to make sure you do activity. You don't have to be a gym rat, but activities like running, which that sounds like a gym rat to me. That's not my thing, but yoga, that sounds pretty good. Or even taking a brisk walk, which everyone can do. That's going to always have a positive effect on your hair. Adequate hydration. Now, when we think about hydration, especially, me, when I get thirsty, I love to mix fruit juice with sparkling water because it makes me feel like, I'm having a soda. But that's still not as healthy for my hair as actually just drinking pure water, because drinking enough water each day helps to keep your hair hydrated from the inside out. And that's going to lead to more healthy and vibrant hair. I want you to know that the hair shaft is composed of 1/4 water. So 25% of your hair shaft is water. So drinking at least 8 cups of water a day can help hydrate the hair from the inside out. And that's going to aid in growth and shine of your hair. Now, this is one of the most trickier parts of caring for your hair, and that's making sure that you have a proper hair care routine. Now, this is going to include regular washing with a gentle shampoo. I prefer shampoos that are sulfate free. You want to use a conditioner, preferably a conditioner that is paraben free, and you want to avoid harsh chemical treatments. Now, I understand if you have gray hair and you're trying to cover the gray, or even if you like to lift the hair and use a blonde. But I had a client who was bleaching her hair, every couple of months because she liked that really high lift color. That can be very harsh on the hair, and it can be damaging not only to your hair but to your scalp. So you want to, kind of cut down on that if you're trying to have your hair at its optimal health. You also want to avoid tight hairstyles that pull on the hair root, and you want to minimize heat styling. And we're going to talk about heat styling in just a second because it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to heat styling either. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you massage your scalp, because regularly massaging your scalp can stimulate the blood circulation and promote hair growth. And remember, we were talking about blood circulation earlier, because blood flow to your scalp will what? It will stimulate the follicles, which will help promote hair growth. Now, when shampooing, you want to massage your scalp for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can also perform a dry scalp massage, and it doesn't hurt, to use a little bit of oils like a coconut oil or a jojoba oil or even an avocado oil, something, lightly on your scalp, put it lightly to your scalp, and then take your fingers and go in and massage it all into your scalp for about 3 to 5 minutes. And that is a great way to get the follicles stimulated and to keep your hair healthy and vibrant. The next thing I want to talk to you about is limit heat and styling. Now, excessive, I say this again, excessive, I'm going to say it one more time, excessive heat styling or chemical treatments can damage your hair. A lot of people, especially women nowadays, are thinking that heat is the devil, and it is not. You want to try to limit the use of the tools and treatments, and you want to always protect your hair when you do use hot tools. So especially if you are all natural, I want to just put this out there. uh Heat tools are not the devil, and it would be in your best interest, if you do have natural hair, that in the cooler months you straighten it from time to time, because what that's going to do is it's going to give your hair like a temporary relaxing. You know how relaxer is a chemical, and that is permanent. But when you do it physically, and physically would be with a hot iron or a flat iron or a pressing comb, you are temporarily relaxing your hair. So if you do straighten your hair, and if you do wear natural hair during the winter months, I suggest that you straighten your hair a couple times here and there. That's going to relax your curl out, and it's also going to allow your hair to retain moisture better when you straighten it out from time to time. But when you do that, you just want to make sure that you use a heat protector, and there are all types of heat protectors. I've used one by Carol's daughter that was not too bad. So if you want to check that out, do so. But don't think that you can't use heat styling. You just want to limit the heat styling. And I'm going to also put this out there too. If you have a relaxer, you want to start at about between 300 and 350 degrees. If your hair is natural, you can start at like 375 and work your way up if you need a little bit more heat. But don't start out on the highest setting at 450, and some irons even go up to 500. That is just too much. You want to start out lower and work your way up. And don't do it so often. If you're going to wear your hair straight for a while, you may have to, you know um flat iron it every few days to keep it straight. But then after a week is up or 2 weeks, go back to your natural style. You'll see that your curl is relaxed, and you will not have damaged it as much. But of course, day after day, month after month, year after year, yes, you will cause some damage if it's on a high setting. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now, let's talk about stress management, because high stress can contribute to hair loss. So, techniques like meditation, yoga, and adequate sleep, I cannot stress that enough. Good sleep will always help to manage your stress levels. Now, chronic stress can disrupt the normal hair cycle and trigger hair to enter into that shedding phase. So, if you're at work, and you're on a big project and you've been stressed. Now, you may find that your hair is shedding more when your stress is up, and that's because stress does cause hair loss. So techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, and getting enough sleep will all help manage that stress level. And when you manage your stress level, you manage your hair loss, or your hair from thinning as much. You want to stop smoking, because smoking reduces circulation and it will accelerate hair loss. So if you're a smoker, quit. And quitting can have a big impact on your hair health. There's no more I need to say about that one. Now, here's one that can get kind of confusing because you want to limit sun exposure. So, just as the sun can damage our skin, it can also damage our hair. Now, I know vitamin D is a essential vitamin, and vitamin D is great for hair health. And we know that you don't get any more pure vitamin D than that from the sun. But prolonged exposure to the sun's UVA and UVB rays can damage the hair, and it can lead to brittle strands, split ends, and frizziness. So limit your time out there in the sun. If you know you're going to be out there for a while, you want to wear a hat and you want to use products that contains SPF protection for your hair. So you just have to check out some of the bottles, especially with these leave-in conditioners and the spray conditioners. A lot of them do have an SPF in them. Try to use those if you know you're going to be out in the sun. And if you know you're going to be out there most of the day, bring along a hat, look fly. That's what those big floppy hats are for, but protect the hair. You know, a little bit of sun is fine, you know, half an hour, but after that, protect that hair because the vitamin D, it is very beneficial, but the rays from the sun can be damaging. I know it's a two-edged sword. And then the last thing I want to talk about is regular trimming. You want to regularly trim your hair to help reduce split ends and keep your hair looking healthy. Now, I use this photo on purpose because I know some people are going at trimming their hair themselves with something like these big old fabric scissors. You do not want to do that. You only need to get your hair trimmed, you know, once every 8 to 12 weeks. Take the time, go to the salon and let a professional trim your hair. And if your hair is in its natural state, you wear your hair natural, I suggest that when you do go to get your hair trimmed, make sure that it gets blow dried first and then get it trimmed. And then you can wet it back down after you get the trim. But that's my suggestion. Some people, they don't mind, you know, trimming their hair in its natural state, but you can't see your lines as well. I prefer to blow dry the hair, trim it, and then, you know, if I want to wear it natural, wet it back down, or go on and get it flat ironed and just wear it straight for a week and then go back to your natural hair. But do not trim it yourself, you know, if you're not a professional, and get it blow dried and straighten it out so you can make sure your lines are seen. So regular trimming is definitely vital to keeping your hair healthy. So, those were just a few ways that we can keep our hair healthy without the use of chemicals or taking a lot of hair care supplements. Now, if you'd like to know more about how to get and keep your hair healthy, you can check out the Black Woman's Guide to Healthy Hair. I left the link in the description below so you can check out that guide, and it'll teach you all about your hair and what it takes to get it healthy. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next time. Bye.